From coast to coast in every corner of the U.S., deaths from fentanyl overdoses are soaring.
Fentanyl is a synthetic opioid, very powerful.
This is an epidemic.
Sophia had taken a Percocet, not knowing it was laced with fentanyl. Deaths doubling over the past 2 years.
The latest person to die is a 17-year-old.
Traffickers adding fentanyl to everything.
Fentanyl, but that's the drug that contributed to his death.
It's being called a nationwide disaster.
A tense scene in Wilton Manors. Multiple spring breakers overdosing, rushed to the hospital. The culprit, first responders say, drugs laced with fentanyl.
Users often have no idea.
She was, when she was a little girl, just the happiest little girl. The person that dies, they don't know. They don't know how sad their family is. She grew up and started out at Las Positas Elementary School, and from there went to Junction Middle School, and then to Granada High School. And then in high school, right away when she got in there, she had to feel like she fit in with a crowd, different crowd. We lost her father, and I think that made it just even worse. I don't know when she first used something other than alcohol. Pretty soon, you start to abuse it. Because it's so addictive. Eventually she met someone, she got pregnant, she had the baby, and they found traces of heroin in the baby. Baby was fine, but trace amounts, which meant, sorry, you can't have this baby until you go through a rehab program. She stayed there for a year, and she was back to her old self again. For 3.5 years, she was doing okay. To this day, I don't know why or how. She started to use again, and unfortunately, in one use, she died. We had to wait for the autopsy, and it said there was fentanyl in there. That's what killed her. She doesn't even know she's gone. She used it, she stopped breathing, and that's what fentanyl does. It's just a tiny, tiny grain of sand, and you're dead. She was studying to be a teacher, and she wanted to be a 4th grade teacher, and she loved her baby so much. You miss that person. There's an empty chair at the dinner table, at Thanksgiving, at Christmas. I go to the store to buy someone a birthday card, and I see happy birthday for my daughter. And I'm like, I'm never going to be able to buy a birthday card for my daughter. I mean, something as simple as that. And it's been 4 years, and you think, you'll get over it, but you don't. You don't. The hardest part is that little girl not having a mom. I was angry. I was angry that that stuff is so out there. That was 2019, and from 2019 to now, we know so much more, and it has become such a epidemic, and they're putting it in everything now. A person doesn't have a chance. We've already lost 4 people. One was a baby. The person was there using fentanyl, and the little baby was found dead. To say it's only big cities, New York, LA, it's not true. It's lethal. You will die if you use it at some point or another. As a high school person, you have to make sure you have friends that are true friends. I just talked to my son. I asked him, why didn't you ever use drugs in high school? He said, I didn't hang around with anybody that did. It was easy to not, he goes, I didn't have to say no. But it's that initial, very first time you're tempted, you have to say no.